Hello everybody, my name is Dale and today on Inception Gaming we are going to go ahead and tame up the Pteranodon. There was one around here just a second ago. We're going to go over some facts and details very quickly beforehand though. The Pteranodon, believe it or not, is actually not in the bird group. It is a reptile. Fascinating fact if you ask me. There he is, our little reptilian bird. Pteranodon is also carnivorous. Meaning that he's going to be eating meat from us today. The temperament of this creature is actually skittish. If you come too close to a Pteranodon, it will indeed fly away. It is indeed a tameable creature, rideable, of course, and breedable as well. Also going down the egg-laying method of breeding. This guy is actually not torpor immune, so you can indeed knock him out. And the taming method of the Pteranodon is actually by knocking him out. So in regard to food then, guys, regular kibble is going to be what you want to go for as your go-to kibble for this dude. After that, if you guys don't have access to kibble at the moment, or more specifically regular kibble, you're actually going to want to go down the route of raw mutton. I'll put a picture on screen of the best food for this guy in ascending order. The best food being at the top of the list. And that's going to be what we're going to use. We're actually just going to use raw meat, which I don't have any of at the moment. So on to taming the Pteranodon then. Hello again. Did you guys know that over 90% of all of you that watch this haven't actually subscribed? Which is crazy. Guys, please, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here. Help me out. The first thing that you're going to want to grab yourselves is a method of immobilizing it so that it can't fly away, right? And that, of course, is our good friend, the bowler here. So yeah, so after you've got your bowler, guys, what you want to go ahead and do is grab you a club. This is what I'm going to be using to knock him out in this particular video. But if you don't have a club or don't want to use the club, you can actually use tranquilizing arrows. Just obviously bear in mind that the tranquilizing arrows are going to do significantly more damage than the club. And the Pteranodon hasn't got the greatest statistic for health. You're going to want to make some narcotics. This guy wakes up much faster than other creatures, so you're going to want to make yourself some narcotics, which is just 5 narcoberries and 1 spoiled meat for 1 narcotic. And I would recommend you're going to grab at least 10 to 20, depending on the level of the bird. If you're grabbing yourself a high-level Pteranodon, get yourself a stack of this narcotic stuff, okay? You're going to need quite a bit of it if it's a higher-level one. But I'm just going to start crafting all of them in the meantime, because I actually just need to grab some meat, and that's the last thing that you're going to need to grab yourselves before we can actually tame this fella. Right then, guys, so once you've got yourselves your narcotics, you've got yourself the Ebola to immobilize him, you've got some kind of knockout method, be it a club or tranquilizing arrows, you're going to want to pick where he is quite carefully, all right? Because whilst he's taming up, he's going to attract the likes of raptors and things like that to attack him. And this guy, you can find this guy in several areas of the map. I'll put a picture up of where you can find him on the screen now for you. It's a lot rarer to find him on the outskirts. He's a level 4. It would be super easy to tame, actually. Hang on a minute. We might as well do it on a level 4. So you've got to be pretty quick. You've got to make sure that you land the bowler straight away to avoid risk him breaking away. And then we're actually just going to hit him in the face. Yeah, level 4. There we go. So being level 4, it does knock out nice and quick with the club. You are going to want to be careful if you are doing a higher level dinosaur, because of course the club may not be as effective. For low level Pteranodons, the club works absolutely perfect. So obviously his unconscious bar is fairly quickly dropping there. So we're going to go ahead and pop some meat in his inventory, and he will hopefully start to tame up. And you've got to be very careful when you're taming this food. If his taming bar doesn't go up as fast as his unconscious bar is dropping, what you're going to find is that he'll wake up before he tames. So that's where the narcotics come in. So we're going to see what 1 piece of meat does to this guy. He may tame up very quickly, being a level 4. All right, so there we are. So obviously, because of the settings I've got, we didn't actually need to worry about the Pteranodon not taming up. We're going to go in method 1. For this guy. So with the settings I've got being stupid, which you can find in the cards above, guys. All right, so this guy's just about to land. I'm actually not going to bother looking at his level. I'm just going to grab the bowler and throw it at him. I don't want to risk him flying away. Throw it, get my club out straight away. He's level 28, so he probably won't tame up straight away. Okay, there we go. So it took 3 extra hits to knock this guy down, and there was only 24 levels difference between the 2 of them. So I'm going to put the meat in his inventory straight away, and I'll come back when this guy actually eats it, and hopefully it isn't going to tame up straight away so that you guys can see the difference. Okay, we're back. He's 2 points away from eating a piece of food, and we're going to see how much the taming bar goes up. All right, so 52%. So in this instance, we know that we're not gonna need the narcotics, okay? Bearing in mind the settings that I'm using for the easy taming is purely for the sake of the video. If this was the situation with you guys, don't worry about the narcotics. He'll tame up before he wakes up. But in the instance where you haven't got the easier settings for taming up creatures, guys, what's going to happen is he might get to, I don't know, say 10% per one piece of meat, okay? And in that instance, his taming bar is going to be significantly lower, which means that he will wake up before he tames up, okay? Now, in that instance, what you need to do is you need to quite simply put the narcotics into his inventory like this. And if you watch 219 down here, if I force use it on him, his unconscious bar is going to go up. But notice that his food didn't go up. So it won't affect the food meter. It will only affect the torpidity meter. And now it will start going down. So you'll notice we've basically made it go up by quite a bit. And that is how you're going to get yourself the extra bit of time that you need for this guy to eat more food and then eventually tame up as well. All right. And there we go. I'm actually going to call this guy Method 1 as well. Actually, I'm just not going to call him anything. It's the exact same method that I use for both Pteranodons there. And that's how we can do things there. So after that, guys, you've tamed up your bird. Let's go ahead and take a look at how to craft the saddle for the Pteranodon. All right, so crafting the saddle for the Pteranodon. The first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do, guys, is jump over into your engram screen. If you don't have any engram points available to spend, you're going to need to level up before you can get this blueprint. But if you have got engram points, just like myself, you're going to want to scroll down until you find the Pteranodon saddle. Yeah, level 38, 15 engrams, all right? Crafting a saddle for the Pteranodon. What we've gone ahead and done already is we've got the engrams sorted out and we have the blueprint in our inventory. And it is just down at the bottom here. So we need three things. 230 hide, 125 fiber, and then 75 chitin or keratin. And if we go down to the bottom, there we go. Guys, if you don't have chitin or keratin, go ahead and get them off insects. Any creature with a horn, so the likes of a triceratops, the carbonemys shell is keratin, so you can get it off that. Or you can do what I've been doing and just keep an eye out on the beaches for the trilobites, as they give you loads and loads of chitin nice and early on as well. If you're looking for hide, kill creatures, use your hatchet, and harvest the body with the hatchet. And if you're after fiber, go ahead, grab the bush, and you will harvest the fiber like that with your hand or with a sickle if you are at the metal part of the game. So after you've crafted the saddle, what you can go ahead and do is, actually I need to craft it. Hover over that and press E. That will craft it up for you. And then what we can do after that is we can put it on the bird itself. It's leveled me up as well, and we can do that. Its carry weight is only 127, and if you look at my current weight, it is 280, so I need to empty my inventory, and now my weight is a mere 37.7, and that is the only thing that you're going to want to be quite cautious about when jumping onto a Pteranodon. If you can walk on the floor, you can fly in the air. So, to take flight, guys, if you're on PC, you need to hit the space bar, and that will allow you to take flight, and eventually he will stop moving. Okay? So to move forward, you need to hit the W key. So there is actually an air brake on birds. It is the X key by default. You can, of course, change that. So if we're going forwards again, and if I let go, this is how fast I slow down. Something like that. However, if I go forwards again with the W key, if I hit X and let go of W, it's almost instantly. Very, very close to being pretty quick stopping. So, obviously, your bird can hover, but bearing in mind, go into your bird's inventory by pressing F, his stamina is slowly going down, okay? So to get the stamina back up on a bird, just direct yourself to the floor, press spacebar to land, and he will land, and the bird's stamina will increase at the cost of food. You'll notice he'll probably eat, there we go, he just ate a little bit of meat there to replenish his food stores. So again, taking flight, the Pteranodon has got quite a couple of tricks, actually. So his main attack being left click. Right click is how you can pick up creatures and other animals. So, for example, this dodo. Boop. And you can carry birds, albeit buggy. And then, of course, to put them down again, all you've got to do is just right click again with them whilst you're in midair. Or if you land and you're still carrying the creature, it automatically drops it on the floor as well. If you hold forward with the W key and press the C key, you'll notice it will spin forward at a great cost of stamina. Okay, that is almost half of its stamina gone just by doing that. The only other thing that you're going to need to know about this guy's flight pattern is holding shift will increase his speed of flight. So if you just hold W like so, and if I go into K mode here to zoom out, you'll be able to get a much better grasp of the speed. And then if I press shift whilst flying and holding W, speed is pretty much doubled from what I've gathered. And that is how you will fly faster at the cost of increased stamina use, like so. But you can land and it will replenish absolutely fine. So in terms of what this guy can harvest, you'll notice he cannot harvest berries. He can certainly break the tree, but he won't actually be able to harvest any of the materials in the tree, like so. It's not a harvesting creature in that respect. However, you can kill creatures with this guy. Kill this little Lystrosaurus, and you can indeed harvest hide and meat on the go. But again, bearing in mind, I wouldn't use this guy as harvesting just because of the really low carry weight available. This is more of a transport dinosaur, and I mean transport as in for yourself, getting from point A to point B nice and quickly with little in your inventory. Okay, guys, so the only other thing that I wanted to very quickly cover off with you guys, and I will indeed include an image on the screen right now, it's going to be what this creature can carry. So a lot of the animals that we've tamed so far haven't been able to carry anything because they're all on land. However, the Pteranodon being a creature in the air, it will indeed be able to pick animals up and transport them to different locations. So the image on the screen right now, guys, is what is going to be able to be picked up by the Pteranodon. So there we have it, guys. That is the Pteranodon tamed up, ready for use. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more tutorials like this one. And don't forget to leave a comment down below on the creature that you want to see me taming up next. Guys, my name is Dale on Inception Gaming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.